I know you've all been waiting for this review since I've had them for I think 2 weeks already. And so, I finally feel like giving it to y'all. But you already know how it goes. First off, we're doing the box. So, box is almost the exact same as the Revoltech one, other than the fact that the CT Toys logo is at the bottom. Yeah, it's minorly damaged, but I don't mind, since I don't really care that much about the boxes. I gotta, so I can see it better. This side, you can see some of the poses and then Venom. You know, it's Agent Venom. Here's some other poses that you can do on the back. That's the thing that was all the accessories, which you can tell just from this picture is a bunch. Over here, Voltec, Amazing Yamaguchi, Agent Venom. Then it says Venom on this side. Then over here, Agent Venom. But yeah, let's go ahead and get bro out of the box. So you can see here he is out of the box. And we're just going to take a look at the sculpt work first. Because for a bootleg, this is great. For a bootleg, this is just insane. Because the only thing that's different about this is the fact that he's just a tad bit shorter than how the actual Voltec one is. But dude, hold on. Just look at the sculpt work. Like, you can see every single, minor detail. And, there are certain parts that look glossy and, how it should be for the actual suit. And then there's other times where it's just, just straight matte. And it's awesome. Now, before I get into the accessories and stuff, I will say the joints are a tad bit loose. Originally, they were much worse, but all you have to do is just turn the joint around. And it ends up making it tighter somehow. And honestly, that's hype. That you have to do such a small fix. That makes this amazing. But I wouldn't say immediately do it until the joints actually start getting loose. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go into the accessories. Alright. I don't think I should have done this, but I just poured almost all the accessories up on my table. As you just tell, this giant pile of this stuff. It's a bunch. I don't want to go through all these accessories, but I guess I must. First off, he comes with this many hands. He comes with two open hands, claw-like hands, two relaxed hands, two gun-holding hands, 4 hands that go on the tendrils for them to hold a gun, and then these 2 hands that just may look like normal fist hands, but the hole in the top, it actually connects to our next accessory, which is these web pieces. You just put it in there at an angle, and boom, that's shooting a web. It's pretty cool how much stuff this figure comes with. And I only got this guy for $30, which is really good. But next, we are going to go into these 4 giant tendrils. Sorry for a lot of noise. I have them still in the pile over there. But there are 2 versions of these tendrils, which even though technically they're all the exact same except for the end piece. So this one's the shorter one where the end piece is just shorter than the other one. And here's the giant one. It doesn't tower it by much, but it's still a decent bit. Like I said, the only difference is this piece right here, which we're supposed to actually take it off to put the symbiote hands on it. But there's 2 of each thing, so you get a total of 4 tendrils, which is pretty good. Now, back to hands, I forgot to mention, he also comes with a sick blade. That, I'm just going to just show y'all. You just take off the hand, just slide it on, and boom. I have a really tough hand. And now we're going to go into some of his weapons. So we have, I think this is a grenade launcher. I could be wrong. If you can, please correct me in the comments because I don't know what type of gun this is. But then it comes with not 1 pistol, not 2 pistols. Hold on, I'm going to make sure it's visible. Not 3, but 4 pistols. because there's 4 symbiote hands, and it's going to be used for that. And then he also comes with these 4 shooting effects. And how you put it on, quite simple. So if my camera could zoom in. There's a little notch up at the top. What you do, you line the notch with little top bumper, and boom. And that's how I got it. It's pretty simple, pretty average. He also comes with this to remove the eyes. Speaking of that, hold on, let me go get the eyes real quick. Alright, so here are all the eyes that he comes with. He comes with squinting eyes, think stealth mode, like camo eyes, and then wide eyes for stuff. He also comes with these 2 pockets, but then he also comes with these 4 bigger pockets, and these bigger pockets are for holding these 4. At first I thought these were like unloaded guns, but then if you actually turn, wait, hold on, I gotta figure out which gun this is. So basically, turn it like this. There's a little slit. What you do, you just take this upper part, slide it in there. Oh, I did not do that right, my bad. You just should be able to just slide it in. And then there's a hole on his side. They just plug it in, and now he has holster. Which, I mean, that's one way to do it. And yeah, so I went over everything. Oh yeah, he also comes with this venomized, like full Venom head, which originally for the Revoltech Agent Venom was only seen if you got the pre-order bonus. But for the CT Toys one, it's not. Basically, literally all you do, take off the head. I don't know why this neck joint is warped too, but it's a bit of pressure. But then you got the symbiote head on. Pretty simple. And he also comes with one more thing. That final thing is a stand. So, and the thing is, from what I remember, almost all the CT Toys figures come with some sort of stand, which is awesome. Because if you're like me, you need stands, like poorly. So yeah, this is a really good way to get stands if you need them. And now, finally, let's get into the articulation. Alright, so his head can look up this much. Can't look down that much. He can actually only look this far down. But the neck joint, he can look this far down. And then he could sort of look up a tad bit higher. So really the combination between the neck peg and really just both the one down here then the one up here, really good. Makes it really good neck range. And then at first I thought these little things right here would be butterfly joints, basically, but they're not. They can actually slide down. I don't know why you need them to slide down, except like to get more dramatic poses. Maybe they're supposed to go up. Because I could see why they need to go up for like tense back muscles. But I don't know why they need to go this forward. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Then you see all these holes in the back. That's actually where the symbiote tendrils go. They need to go here or here. But then for forward crunch, this far forward just for this far back for just that. But if you combine the bottom part, this far forward, this far back, really good range for the torso. That's like really good. Now let's go ahead and go into the arms. So his arms can go. Technically, they could go this far up, but if you go any more, as you saw, it will pop out the peg. This can actually swivel. Don't know why you need it to swivel, but it can swivel. Oh, it's on a ball joint, that's why. Actually, I'll put that back in later. Then he swivels right here. Ball joint It's a single joint, but it's a really good single joint. You can also like shift the arm in and out. I don't know why you need that. This can also swivel as well. And then there's the hand peg that can move in all directions. And now that we are done with the arms, we shall now go into the legs. So the legs, it took me a while to get used to. It's not okay, so it goes this far up. And like how you go out, you actually have to twist this part of the leg to go this way. It's weird how they do the swivel, but honestly, it's starting to grow on me. Now, actually, before I continue, I know I'm sorry for the interruptions, but my copy, his legs were extremely tight. So I would suggest using some sort of, what's it called? Like some silicone grease or just any lubricant to lube up the legs. Because once I did that, they move like butter now. And then for right here, there's no actual physical joint. I mean, there is a joint, but it's a hinge joint, so it only goes up and down. So it can go this far back, which is actually really good. Because it's one joint, but it has the range of a double joint. Then it also has boot swivel, but in a peculiar way. But I don't mind it because it works really well. And the reason why that's there is because his foot can't really move. I mean, it like shift back and forth, but it can't really move up or down that much. I mean, it can move down. If you shift it, you can make it look like this. That's as far as it's going to go. Then if you shift it this way, wait, no. No matter what, it can't really get any more upward foot range, only down. But then there's also this toe joint. I can also do like toe curl, all that stuff. And yeah, that's all for the articulation. And I'm going to quickly try doing the size comparisons and then my conclusion. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts superhero Goku. And as you can see, the Agent of Venom seems more of better for Figuarts scale instead of like Marvel Legends scale. Which you'll see why I mentioned Marvel Legends scale in a second. But like for Figuarts scale, he looks really good because he's supposed to be decently tall. And yet now, move on to the next one. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Deadpool Wolverine. And actually, now I look at it, his size isn't bad. It's just, he is supposed to be just a tad bit taller. But this, I don't mind. I think it's a different Marvel Legends figure. Now I think about it, that makes him look short. Next, here he is next to the CT Toys Helverine, which I still love the Helverine. I can't stop posing him. He's so great. And if you want, you can also like check out that review as well. But yeah, this is sort of the size that it should be, because it makes Wolverine just short, because you know Wolverine is short in the comics. And then finally, we have him next to the manga-accurate Vegeta. I'm just kidding, it's the Daima Vegeta. But, you know, he's short. And this seems like interesting height scale. Alright, that's enough stalling. I'm going to go ahead and go to the conclusion. Alright, in conclusion, what I said to get this figure. Absolutely. Absolutely. This figure is amazing. For only $30, you get so many accessories. And I mean, so many. I don't think I've actually ever had a figure with this many accessories with them. And he has great QC. Like, there's not really any problems with him in terms of quality. Other than the fact that his joints do get kind of loose pretty quickly. But that's an easy fix. And yeah, I think CT Toys made another banger. And like I said before, I'm hoping to try to get more of them, since I do really like how CT Toys is going for the fact that quality is better than quantity. And yeah, that's all for today's review. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year, and I'm sort of getting there. As the time of recording this, I'm at 653, so I'm almost there. Please try. I really want to get to 1K, because I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. If I do get to 1K, I was planning on giving away something. I'm not sure of what though. But yeah, that's all, and peace.